Hello everybody, this is Luz again. I hope you're having a good weekend. This is the Memorial Weekend and I am here outside again in my garden. And the project that I did this time was to honor all of the women and the men that passed serving our country. So I did a heart with wings. You can make just a heart or you can make anything, but I wanted to show you how I did this colorful part, and then from there you can do anything, right? And I hung it. You can put a string or you can just leave it and put it on the wall. So for this project, what we're going to do is, I'm showing you the materials. We need glue. It can be any type of glue, right? I have different kinds. Then we're going to need some kind of brush. It can be this thick one or it can be a thin one. Scissors and some old magazines. Any magazine that you have at home, okay? So basically, to do this a heart or any other shape that we want, we are going to cut strips out of the magazines, colors of strips that will look something like this. And we're going to glue them onto paper into lines that you can cut later with whatever shape you want. I did a hand too. This was done with newspaper, so you see some of the ads, but I thought it was fun to use anything. So if you don't have magazines, you can use newspaper or any other colored paper that you have. So I did this too. Some are thin strips, you see, and some are a little thick and thin mixed. So I'm going to start now cutting some strips and show you how to do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open my magazine and I'm going to find some image that I like. Maybe it's the colors. I want some yellow. Oh look, and there's green too. So I'm going to take the page out like this. And I'm going to come with my scissors, and I can cut either this way or the long way, whichever you want. And you can do different thicknesses. So you can do some very thin, like this, or you can do some very thick, like that. And you can mix them. Or if you want, you can do just one thickness. But it's basically cutting a lot of those. I have like this color that I like. And there's some fish there that I want, so I'm going to cut this one too, and I'm going to leave some thick and some thin. So now the next step is to look for a piece of paper, which I forgot to tell you to get, but this is our piece of paper. And what we're going to do is that we're going to put glue on the paper, and then we're going to choose which images we want, and we're going to glue it all. So I'm going to use, you can use any glue, but what I like to do is to put some section of glue into my paper, right? Not all of the paper, just a little section. And then I'm going to start gluing and choosing my colors. Now, like I want the yellow here, right? And then you can use the long strip, or you can cut it to a place you like and do little mixtures of different mixtures, right? This way. So now that I cover all of the glue area with paper, I'm going to continue. Maybe I continue here. So I do a little bit at a time. Here it is, and then I want to continue with different colors, right? The paper is going to be a little curvy, and what we're going to do about that is that it's okay, it's going to curve a little bit, but then when it dries, you can put it inside a magazine or something that is flat, and then it will kind of like weight it down, and it will become a little more straight. So here I have some birds that I think they're fun. So I'm going to put these birds in here. And then now I'm going to look for something else that I like. And you just keep doing that. Little by little, you just keep adding different colors that you like. I think I need more purple, so I'm going to put more purple. I'm going to add more glue now, and I'm going to put more purple, I think. I found purple or blue. And then maybe now I want some other color. Oh, look, there's like a little orange. Right? And that's the way I will continue until I fill all this paper with all the colors that I want. Right? Very good. So I want to show you the difference of when the strips are drying and the paper is curved versus when the paper has been smashed by a magazine or you have put it inside a heavy book. So I'm going to show you here, and you can see that this has a lot of curves and is still drying. And this one dry, and then I put it inside a heavy book, or I put it on a heavy book on top and then put weight, and then you get a little flatter. So after it's dry, you have to wait till it's dry. You're going to cut whatever shape you want. With this class, we did the heart, and then before we did a hand. So I think I want to do something different, and I decided maybe to do a fish. And you can decide if you want to do the lines this way or the lines this way. So I'm going to do it diagonal just to see what it looks like. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, we could trace it from here, and then you don't see the pen or pencil marks. Or you can do it from the front, and just be careful to when you do it so you can see what you're doing. So here, you see, I'm going to cut this fish because today is a warm day and I think I would like to be in the water if I could, but because we're still not going out, I have to stay home. But this fish will remind me how nice it is to be in the water. So I'm cutting my fish. And we will flip it and see what it looks like. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's see. Ta-da! This is our fish. I think I'm going to put an eye on my fish here with a marker and to make an eye. And I'm going to color it with black, that way I can see it. Right? And then maybe I'll make a mark with the mouth. You can see it. Let's see. Now we got a fish too. So we not only have the heart that I did here, but we also have a fish, a colorful fish. Now you can use this colorful fish and put it somewhere in the wall, or you can make a little hole and with a string put it over here, and then you can hang it, which is something that we can do. So let's do that. I am going to do it. I have a little tool here that I can make a hole with. So I make my little hole. I don't know if you can see it. It's little. And then I'm going to have a little bit of any type of string or anything like that. And we are going to put it in here. Let's see. Oops. Going to put it here. That goes through. And one that it goes through, we can make a little knot. The knot. And then now, let's see, we can hang our fish next to the heart. Because it's paper, it's not for outside, but I'm putting it here right now because it's not raining. But you can put it in your house somewhere. Let's see. You see, we got a fish too. You want to get closer so we see it? So this is the heart. There you go. This is our heart. And this is our fish. And there's a lot of leftovers. So you can do a lot of things here. You can cut hearts. You can cut any shape that you want because all these pieces can be used. They're fun. Another thing you can do too is once that your paper dry, maybe instead of cutting it, maybe you want to glue something on top, right? Like this. So it's like a background and your fish is in front. And one more thing you can do too is, for example, that I did cut my heart out of this, and I like this. This is like a frame. So another thing you could do is get a blank piece of paper. Once that you cut your shape, you could glue this on another paper, and inside you could do like, you can put your photo or the photo of somebody you love. You could put your name. You can do a lot of things inside, and this will look like a frame. So I hope you enjoy what we did today and that you create